The foremost important chapter in the research methodology is research design. Research design is a blueprint of entire research activities. So what we are going to do, how we are going to do, when we are going to do, where we are going to do, to whom we are going to complete the task. All those questions are to be answered by research design. Preparing a research design is a scientific aspect, means of obtaining the information. So what are the information is required for the study, how we are going to collecting those information is the purpose of preparing research design. Research design is a arrangement of conditions for collection and analysis of data in a manner that aims to combine the relevance to the research purpose and economy with the procedure. Basically, what we call it as in the research aspect, we have three important resources: time, cost, and effort. So that should be effectively used by having proper research design. These are the major 18 types of research. The first thing in the research design is to find out the research type. So the research type is broadly classified into 18 major types. Start with the descriptive research, diagnostic research, empirical research, exploratory research, analytical research, historical research, one-time research, longitudinal research, quantitative research, qualitative research, cross-sectional research. Likewise, these are the basic classification of the research. So there are a number of research designs out there. There are a few important research designs or due importance in the business research process. The first one is exploratory research design. When we are going to use the exploratory research design, when a researcher not having an idea about the research problem, researcher is not familiar about the research title, then the researcher may go for the exploratory research. It is otherwise call it as formulative research study. Formulating the problem or developing the working hypothesis. So we know that the stages of hypothesis development start from the crude hypothesis, refined hypothesis, working hypothesis. For developing a working hypothesis, we need to go for the research is an exploratory research. Discovering the idea or insight is a basic thing that we are going to establish in the exploratory research. Survey concerning literature, bibliographical survey or experiential survey or intensive studies, live examples are to be given based on this particular exploratory research. A very simple thing, whenever the company is going for the feasibility study, they are going to launching a new product, they are going to start their own another branch in a new location, they might go for the feasibility study. Feasibility study is a kind of exploratory research. We are going to find it out whether our product is going to be product is having a feasibility in the market or not. We are going to testing that. Likewise, a kind of studies are related with the exploratory research design. So the researcher is not familiar about the research problem. He is going to gather the knowledge. By means of gathering the knowledge, he may going for exploratory research design. He may gather the information already published resources through which they are going to acquiring the knowledge, and they are going to find it out what are the factors influencing this particular study. For establishing the factors, also we are going for exploratory research design. Another important thing, it is widely accepted, widely knowing or well-knowing research design is exploratory, descriptive research design, describing the characteristics of individual or group or situation. Descriptive research study is one which the information is collected without changing the environment. There is no manipulation in this particular research design. It is otherwise known as explanatory research. It explaining the situation, what is happening, what was the thing is going on. Likewise, wherein qualitative research as well as the quantitative research, this descriptive research study will be used. It is based on the observational study or case study methodology or survey concerning the particular group or particular situation also being carried out in this descriptive research design. These are the steps which involved for formulating objectives, methodology, find out the select the sample, and processing and analyzing the data and provide the solution. Empirical research is another one important thing. Is a way of gaining knowledge by means of direct and indirect observation or experience. Empirical evidence, that is very basic thing for this empirical research study. It is already published sources. We are going to formulate a new study. Is the best example for the empirical research design. We are following various authors in our research for formulating or providing a new solution to the society based on the existing literature. It is the best example for empirical research design. Analytical research design. Analytical research design widely used, widely acceptable in secondary data collection. With the use of secondary data, we might go for analytical research design, sales analysis, sales forecasting, marketing and market analysis. Likewise, we are going to do with this. Main purpose of this particular study is to find out the cause and effect relationship among the variables. The hypothesis testing research design is otherwise known as experimental research design. Formal and informal testing also been used to find out the relationship between the variables. The collection of data, the second stage of research design or research methodology, we are going for the collection of data, furtherly divided into primary data and secondary data. Primary data gathered through observation, direct or indirect observation, experimentation with changing or without changing the environment, or survey concerning the situation or individual or a group. We are going for collecting the field related information or field data in primary data. And secondary data, the already collected data available with the government sources or non-governmental agencies or published in a website. Those information we are going to gather for the study purpose. Online data collection, now we are using SurveyMonkey, Google Forms or Qualtrics for collecting the information. That also been widely acceptable by the many of the researchers. The foremost important aspect is a sampling design.